Advent of Code Day 24. Again, cutting it close, but that's okay. We are here. Those who don't know, oh my goodness, it's another freaking maze. They're everywhere. Cannot escape them. The mazes have come for us, and this looks terrifying. Okay, my word. Let's figure this. What's the example? In the above example, the fastest requires 18 steps. Blah, blah, blah. For example, okay, amazing example. Boop, boop. Let's see what we're supposed to do again. Supposed to do stuff. Hey, thanks for that first there, Madeline. Thanks for coming on by. Everything else is ground. Clear ground is drawn as that. Blizzards are drawn with arrows. Okay. Due to the conservation as it reaches the wall of the valley anew, forms on the opposite side of the valley. Because blizzards are made of snowflakes, they pass through each other, temporarily occupy the same thing. That's awesome. I'll have to replace. Okay, so they basically always walk through each other. Your expedition renews in the only non-wall. On each you can move. Oh lord. Blizzards as simultaneously. You cannot share position. Fastest requires 18 steps. Drawing as E. So E, 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 E. Oh my goodness. They really cranked out the heavy one for day 24. Wow. Wow. So these are finite states. So, wow. This is gonna be painful. There is one more tomorrow, but it's only a part one, and it's usually very easily because it's Christmas Eve and all. Don't want a bunch of people not sleeping on Christmas being like, "Why are you so tired?" Because that stupid online puzzle game. So yeah, we got one more. Well, yeah, after this day, we got one more, but it's an easy one. Okay, I guess I gotta start parsing. Let's position. See if it's the same on all. It is. So position equals, or let current. That's right. So I think it usually isn't easy. So row is 0, column is 1, direction is down, I guess. Sure, directions don't matter. Stop doing that. Cost world equals new map, which is a string to blizzard count, so a bunch of objects, array of objects. Interface blizzard is right here. I guess, yeah, sure, X, Y. Well, heck no, we're not three-dimensionaling this. We are saying direction, which is number. There we go, which is technically not a direction, it's a velocity. What's part 2 gonna be for this? And your coordinate is not within your data. Love that. Okay, let's for const row our row of world dot split new line dot entries. Don't forget my entries. Don't forget to call this on data for const c call of data dot split. That's not how we do that. My brain. Tail row dot entries. There we go. If it's this, then it is, well, it's a blizzard or a wall. It's an array of blizzard or it's a hashtag. So if you're a wall, then you are a wall. Else if, there we go. Love that. Now, these velocities are correct, but they are not being... Actually, for generation, they are correct. So let's see, I'm going to the right, which means my row stays the same, my column increases. Going to the left, row stays the same, column decrements. Going up, row decrements. And going down, row increments. These are the symbols we use. Yes, they are. And then const goal equals, I guess I gotta do math on this. Basically, the bottom right most non-wall. Was it always bottom right, or it can be anywhere? Bottom right, great. So it's data. I can just manually calculate this out, I suppose. So the row is data dot split new line dot length -1, and it's that one length minus. So the row is the last one, the column is second to last one. Because, yeah, row is last, column is second to last. Lovely, and this is end. Now for the simulation of the blizzards. Blizzards. I mean, it's going to be pretty great to visualize, yet again. I'm going to make another visualization. So I guess, wait, how many rounds is this? Oh, it's the number of minutes to get there. Okay, so while current not equal end. So while you haven't made it, and we're not going to use this, we're going to use for let m equals 0, m less than 20 minutes, m plus plus. So 20 minutes will go by where we simulate all the blizzards. So for const key, I guess that's true. Oh, look at that. Good. Ooh, I'm loving this, loving this. So if you reach a wall, you do not negotiate, or you don't bounce back off the wall. You create a new blizzard. Or you just teleport it. Let's look at the example. Easy example. Okay, so once you hit that, you literally teleport. All good. Hey, I appreciate that, Ty. Yeah, it's all practice and pattern recognition at this point, especially 24 days through. Set position to opposite wall. Now this is true. Okay, if one goes, well, that's not how velocity works. And this is how, so I am negating my velocity. That's true. But I'm also setting my thing to the opposite, +1 or -1. Okay, so yeah, that's correct. Yeah, blizzard velocity is this, and then I guess I have to update my position. Yeah, so for blizzards of blizzards, blizzard, blah, 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 blizzard of blizzards. I appreciate that, Ty. Yeah, that's that's kind of why I do this whole streaming thing, because good practice, and it's a good way to make sure you know what you're talking about, is to actually say it out loud. You are my pseudocode. Because you can't, if you can't explain something, then you don't really understand it in the first place. So, the more I explain, the more I solidify my understanding. So if next is a hashtag, then I need to set its thing to something else. I mean, yeah, I mean it's funny, but it's also it's like what Debacle did last time with their stream. That's how they got so good at what they did and went off that good. Which one is it? Goldfish memory. Yeah, my brain literally don't remember it, but they got that good startup position. Yeah, I should probably turn those back on for y'all. My bad. That's what I get for coming in late. But okay, so we're teleporting this thing, which is great. But we also need to update your position. But no matter what's happening, you're removing from this spot, right? So after this, we're gonna say blizzards. Well, not like this. So world. We need an old world and a new world, right? So const new world equals, congratulations, a new map. For every new blizzard, you update your next position and you go to where you need to go. Here's what we do. Flip the velocity and say next. Ooh, that's not what we're doing. Next 0. I guess it's going to depend on which velocity you have, right? So if Vx, then next x equals x minus Vx. No, that's a velocity. So it's going to be basically, okay, we need to get number of rows and columns. And columns. Wait, what happens? Okay, there's no teleporters on those two there. So if Vx triple equals 1, that means you are increasing your... How have I done this? Oh no, yeah, who put X and Y's? Copilot. My brain works a very certain way with coordinate grids, and it's with rows and columns. So if I'm at row 1, the way I need to be is I need to be next row equals number of rows. No, not like this. Rows minus 1. You need to teleport to the bottom of the board. Else if VR triple equals -1, then you need to go to the top of the board, which is actually at position 1. Great, and then we have to do that for 2 more. Else if VC triple equals 1. There you go. Copilot's figuring it out. Good job, Copilot. Okay, so that should update all our correct next positions. Now that once we have our next position, we're going to say new... Oh yeah, I guess we're going to get the next blizzards. Add ourselves to that. Okay, that's an interesting way of doing it. Big fan of that. Push does not exist on type. Well, don't worry, it's a thing. If next blizzards... Yeah, that'll never be in a weird position. So don't worry. This and as blizzard array. Don't worry. We'll make that assertion. The new world, these are all your new world coordinates. You're already knowing walls. And with that, we will need to replace the old world with the new world. So, world, thank you, Copilot. Loving that. That's not how that works. If blizzards, just copy it over. Don't think, Copilot, just do. Okay, now with this, we should be able to at least visualize it. Our favorite word. For let r equals 0. Figured out. Thank you, Copilot. Make your row. There's it's a hashtag. Otherwise, add the number. Otherwise, a dot. Great. Let's see if this works for the initial state. Then we got to make sure this runs, which Quokka should be doing. And look at that. It's a bunch of... Oh, Lord. We're running on the... What's my example? 18. Yeah, so I'm supposed to pathfind this in 18 on example 1. There we go. That clears those consoles up. And now we can see the output. This is correct. Now here comes the fun part. If blizzards, what we're going to do is if blizzards.length. Let's see if you can do that conditional. Write it for me. Yeah, velocity. Perfect. Okay, this is exactly what I wanted. It's drawing the arrows. Big fan. Oh, go and put the else. Nice. So this, well, I can just go and hover over it. There you go. It shows the arrows exactly as it should be. You're on the wall. You're 1 away from the bottom. Beautiful. Now let's see if this simulation simulates. So technically we want to go 18 minutes. I want to visualize at the beginning of each one. And we'll do a manual one at the end. I noticing a significant lack of walls here. Ooh, it's not copying the walls? my new copy, I cleared out the old world. Ooh, new world only has these, right? If Blizzards is this, new world dot set key to a thing, but we still want you to continue. There we go. Let's see if that is visually appropriate now. There we go. Let's see the move. Well, that went down a row, and yeah, that one's going down. It went off to the space. So neither of them are going the right way. Either I initialized my velocities wrong. Right arrow goes right, left arrow goes left, up, down. Or somewhere down here, this is wrong. So row is velocity row, column is velocity column. These are rows, these are columns. Or my rendering is wrong. Wait, what's the initial thing? Yeah, that is the correct initial rendering. But they're moving the wrong direction, which means you'd think that mean numerically I did rows and columns correctly, right? Son of a what did you do here, Copilot? Absolute betrayal. It put columns first like a maniac. It's row, comma, column. Now I gotta go check everything else it's done. Next zero, right? Okay, zero. Wow, what a wacky. You think you can trust an AI? Well, that looks wrong, completely wrong. World get, hey, look, I didn't get them all. It's rendering it backwards. There we go. And now look, they're going the right way. Who would have thunk it? Now my teleports aren't working, but we'll figure that out. So if row is 1, then, whoop, that's not right. 0, 0, 1, 1. Okay, neither of them worked. But the first one that hits is technically going down. So if row if row is positive and your next, Blizzard velocity, I update that. So if my current velocity, I'm going down, and I need to go back to 0. Otherwise, it's rows -1. Yeah, I think I got this wrong, or seem to be ones. Easiest way to find out. Probably should save that code. Oh, there went something. Let's see, it went down, and then now it's pointing up. So my velocity should not being flipped. Oh, I hated that. Okay, let's see if that looks again. Ah, there it comes, and boom, the 2 merger. Ah, EEA, beautiful. Look, it keeps going. So in theory, this is working. Let's try it on the real example. This is the only one I'm actually given. So expected output. Which is actually that one. This is what we're supposed to do. Yeah, lots of squishy and merging. Let's just make sure we get back to double left space right up right. And we either went to the void or we just got really unlucky. Let's see, these two go to the left. So yeah, 1 goes there. These both merge to 2 or 3. Hold up a minute. You go here. Let's literally look at the image, right? Minute 1, move down. Oh, it is greater than 3 dot less than. Well, I guess I'm wrong. Then I got 3 2s. Okay, next one is a bunch of 2s and a Tetris L. There they are. Next one is 4 2s. Aha. 1 2 2 2 5 2s. 1 2 3 4. Okay, so we're losing some of them. That's what's happening. Getting sucked into the void. Phew. Tough one, that's for sure. Let's see if any of the rest was working. So in my L-shaped 2, I had 3 rights on the bottom. Aha, look at this. 2 ups and a left did not make it. Okay, which means it's only partially failing, which is good, but not good. -2. Because I'm on the edge, right? Well, it's the part where you render, Quokka. Abandon me not. Sorry. Let's scroll back up. There's your L-shaped 2, and then there's your 5 2s. There we go. Okay, let's scroll all the way down to minute 18, I suppose, where we have a whole right row and a left row missing 1. Beautiful. And then you have 2 2 2 2, so 4 2s. Beautiful. So my simulation is working. Now, fewest number of minutes required to avoid the blizzards and reach the goal. That's the fun part. So we have example, fastest way is 18 step. So 1 minute later. So in New World is where I can move. So I see a spot in New World, I go there. Now I can technically go, I can't go right because someone's going to be there in New World. I can go down in New World. Now from down position, I can go to the right. Why don't I go to the right? Because someone else appears on the right, so I can't go to the right. And then I decide to go up. Why can't I go down? I can go down. Okay, well not you, but now here I can go down if I wanted to. Interesting. This is where the split begins. And it's all the universe's possibilities of which way should I have gone. Now, the caching memoization is if I ever make it to a single position with the exact same state of all the blizzards. Now, I think since they're all linear and directional, they don't interact with each other, within a given enough time, they should all end up in their initial state. Yeah, so initial state is no one has a number. It should be possible for them to all not be overlapping again. Right here it is. Okay, so it takes 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That makes sense. So it's the number, it's the minute number modulo the thing. Oh, and what's up with this height differential? Oh no. I'm surprised why that even works now. Yeah, there is cycle detection, and its position I can make it with current cycle is what I will have to dynamically program in cache. Whew. That's a toughie. That's certainly a toughie. I'm trying to think, as Brute, as useful as Brute would be, when we scale up to this size, Brute's not really gonna help us. Unless it's Dijkstra's and I use the closeness to the exit as which one I'm actually going to simulate next. Okay, I could do that. Again, it's going to be Brute and take a lot, but let's see what we can do there. What I'm going to do is create a lovely stack of games, and it's going to be an array of objects. Each of these are going to have a R number column not velocity, because they don't have that. They're also going to have a, I guess the entire world state would be expensive if I knew which cycle, because like the blizzards, they cycle, it looks like. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's technically 6. But these, so like it does cycle on 12. Does it always cycle though? Expensive way would be keeping the entire world. So we're just going to keep an entire world in here. And then additionally, we're going to have a distance, which is how far we are from the goal. So it's going to be, this is where our while loop jumps in here. While false, just to get the thing rolling, but it will be while true. We will say const world equals games. Yeah, we're going to pick off, I guess we'll do a dot sort in each of these. It's not going to be a lot. Dot sort A, B, a distance. Yeah, we want the one of the least distance. Thank you very much. And, well, technically we want the game, not the world. There we go. From this, we can easily destructure out our C world distance. Now, let's go ahead and do all these calculations right here. And bada boom, bada bang. So we have our lovely new world. I think that stays the same. It's here that things start getting funky. So we want movable neighbors. We can't go diagonal at all. For const dx or dr. Oh, that's an interesting way of doing it. If it's 0, then right. Const dist equals, do the math. If dist not equal 1, continue. And then we have our possible next. So what we're going to do with possible next is, I guess we're going to create a thing of new games. Yes, this is not 0, this is pop. If I want the shore, it's going to be B to A. There we go. I want to save these, but I want to do it by reference, and I don't think it's going to work. I don't need the old world, do I? No, I think I only need new world to know where to go. Well, actually, I needed to go new world for all my positions, including myself. If distance not equals 0, basically if distance greater than 1, get out of here. So we're going to be pushing, if the position is a thing, then we continue. We cannot do it. Otherwise, we have a possibility. The next position, all of these, and the distance. Ooh, that's not the distance I'm meaning to calculate. Let's calculate the const distance to end. There you go. And this world is a new map of the old world, which will not be referential. Okay. Now these arrays, however, will be. These arrays of blizzards. Okay, so in new world, we're creating a new array. Good. So I guess I want to say object dot entries world dot map key value, new key, a new value, which it should be all great. What I have to do is spread these in. Nope. actually, this is all objects, so there we go. That does the trick. Free deep copy. Let's only do this on the easy one, because my computer does not love that. And let's turn this one off. Although we need to know what minute. We need to know how many minutes have been taken. So we also need to add minutes. There we go. This will be minutes plus 1, I guess. Okay, so let's find where we're putting this stuff back in. Minutes plus 1, easy. Now, this is going to be literal distance, so we need to go through all of them, right? Then we're going to have a finished const finish, and it's going to be, I guess we might as well make this an interface, since we're going to be using multiple. Oh, not that many. Finished is a lovely array of games. Well, not that like that. It's a game array. Game array. And minutes. Okay, so when we finish one, if you have reached, or if your distance is 0, basically. So it's going to be determining which array we're putting it in. So if there's distance to end, then we're using finished array. So that's our ternary. Triple equals 0, then it's finished. Otherwise, it's games. In whatever array we find it, you're going in there. And the while loop is while games.length, I guess. Distance is declared. Don't worry, they're all here, TypeScript. And in theory, this should work. Yeah, we can get rid of all this. As we are caught in an infinite loop. While games left. We need to initialize 1, I guess, right? So, our current 0, 1, 0, world, distance, minutes. Oh, that's all the data. I guess we didn't need current, since we're not using the state like that. It's just 0 and 1. Yeah, but since this is the first one, the distance actually doesn't matter. Bingo, bango. It does some stuff. If distance greater than 1, continue. We're doing that for all of them, apparently. Oh, how dare you use the end calculation here. This is distance between neighbors. Object not iterable. Cannot read symbol iterable. Dot push. Oh, sad semicolons. I'm using weird ternary logic. It's got to be the issue. Object is not iterable. Okay, let's see if we find with games. Oh, we are not. Got it. So this is your problem. I stringify the world. I gotta convert to entries. There we go. Object's not iterable. Okay, let's get this up here. Hey, almost. One more day after this, which is usually the easy one, whoa, dude. So yeah, I am excited for sure. It's the stringify that's the problem, I think. Boop. Expression is not callable. Well, that's a semicolon. Oh, so that worked. JSON.parse. Yeah, thanks for coming on by. Always appreciate you. Now see if you can make this into a new map. That's the problem you're having. Yeah, it doesn't like that. But then you say object.entries. What do you want from me, map? Okay, you want object entries. One more wrapper. Too many console logs at this point. Oh, really? Undefined. Oh, there's our infinite loop. Big fan. Biggest fan. So this is technically working. So while game's length I'll not. I'll finish. Well, you haven't got one, and you're still running. There we go. Let's see if any of these work. And as we can see, it is not working. So let's turn off Quokka and go on to manual debug. Guess we're gonna jump on the world, then on the clear. And that's it, really. Dude, this is where the fun parts comes, where we have to actually cache our progress and stuff. It's gonna be tough to really output too. So let's see. R01. 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. Why aren't you moving? Your row 1, column 0. You can go down. When you're row 1, column 0. You're in the walls. Get out of the walls. If it's a wall one, where's my logic? Ah, that's awkward. You can't go anywhere you want. If it's a wall, get out of here. Basically, if world even has. Just if you, it just has anything. This is not world, this is new world. Which is right, yeah. And you can't go there. Okay, let's try it again. There we go. So we made it there. 0, 1. 0, 1. Oh, world just got cleared out. Why aren't you going anywhere? Leave home. Distance is 1. You can go there. What's your current thing anyway? Okay, so you're going -1 and -1. Well, that's a lie. You can't. Huh. I've done this before. Yeah, DR and DC. That's what the kind of distance I was looking for. That's the issue, probably. Okay, so 0, 1. Let's see if you make it anywhere. 1, 1. Okay. So we're gonna keep going. Let's see how many games we've generated. 10. Yeah. We're gonna keep on generating them down the row because that's our first direction. Then we're gonna start going through columns. Oh, and it ended, I guess. Okay, so technically, I think this actually completed just because it was so small input and lazily done. So finished 0.minutes. 10's not equal to 18. Yeah, because you kind of just. I mean, if you're using the logic, how did you get through this? I'm not using the empty map. You got stuff. There's stuff here you can't run into. Interesting. Interesting. I appreciate that instinct. Aren't you supposed to be sleeping? It's all good. I appreciate you coming on by. Oof. My brain. I am glad this is the last day though. Last day where I have to do this at midnight. Ah. What weird conditional is this? Oh, it's always gonna be a thing. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, it's fine. Shh. I'll say nothing. Yeah, I think they have me muted on the background, so I haven't snitched yet. As long as they don't open chat, they don't look at the screen, they'll be fine. Secret safe with me. Distance. What's the distance useful for? Literally for nothing. Huh. Okay, so let's think about this again. Uh, it's pathfinding with obstacles. Yeah, whoa, dude. I mean, I ain't that fancy. Maybe once I get a job, I can spruce up some of those fancy postable things on the overlay. Okay. Mm. Okay, I just gotta think this through. So, we have walls and we have blizzards. That part is easy, I suppose. We have boundaries. Hmm. Our goal is to make it to the end. Hmm. Sorry. We do need a queue, which is what I'm using next games for. What I'm using games for. This is my queue of all current positions. I need Dijkstra's or one of them to get me the closest. Right? Right, wrong. Huh. Ah. So my Blizzard movement, I think I have that. We know that. Stop looking at Blizzard movement. That can't be the solution. Blizzards move perfectly fine. Hmm. So for each one, right now I'm simulating a bunch of different worlds. I should simulate a single world with multiple. What are we doing? Elves again? Yeah, multiple different elves. So every time there's a decision, boom, we have two elves in the universe. And each elf. Yeah, I've done this backwards. Finished elves. No, this is all wrong. This is all wrong. We need elves. And the first one to make it wins. Yeah, so get rid of finished. Say goodbye. While there are elves, and the elves don't need to know anything. They are simply these. Yeah, they're simply their own coordinates. And yeah, we simulate all elves. We are equal opportunity for all the elves. Simulate the world one time, only world one sim. And for each of the elves, we figure out what the heck y'all want to do. Okay, so how do we go through? Huh. Okay, so we need to build a queue. So we need to go through all the elves and get all possible new elf positions. So I guess 4 cost elf of elves. I guess I can destructure their position out from here. Destructure there. So I guess this is what RC. So for every RC of elf, we have their new position. If there's a blizzard there, that sucks for them. They can't go there. So it's think. Yeah, they can't go on a blizzard. They can't go on a wall. They can't go non compass directionals. They don't care about the distance to end. Elves. Oh, we need new elves. Constant new elves. There we go. New elves push the next elf positions. I guess, yeah, let's drop this to a let. Get rid of that, and then way down here, elves equals new elves, but we need the ending logic, which is going to be if you've made it to the end, right? So if world, there it is. So if next 0 triple equals end and equals end, then hopefully you're the first one to make it, or else it's gonna suck. Return minutes. Minutes. Where is it? Oh, how many minutes have elapsed? I guess we're doing minutes equals 0. At the end of this, we'll go ahead and tick up. See if that looks any better. I guess you're returning the number 0 down here, or -1 for failure. That's not a -1. Oh, I hit an unlock. Or hit insert. Finish is not defined. Okay, we hit the infinite loop. Big fan, big fan. So we do want them to try all directions. I want to try it for every elf. Yeah, we want to do this. So the new positions has to be. Yeah, if you make it to the end, you make it to the end. Return already. Yeah, the first one that makes it is the first one that makes it. That logic is sound. It's 18 steps. Where have we gone wrong? These are all the elves. Okay, but we're really close. I feel like this is on the right track. It's got to be in some back and forth thing like it was before. Though it shouldn't, even when there are two elves going back and forth, it shouldn't matter. You know what we should do? We should make new elves a set, so I won't have to deal with this. It's gonna introduce string splitting, but okay, I don't know if that's my actual problem though. Let's just jump into the debug, see what the actual elves look like. Should be readable in some degree. I don't know why it's just taking so long at the moment. Okay, we have one elf. Congratulations, you are my one elf. Now we have 3 elves. Okay, and you're gonna scale. Yep, scale a lot. Negative rows. That's the problem. They're going into. They've left the walls. They left containment. They're out of here. So if world has it, here's the fun part. So they can technically exit through here. Oh no, I need to like put a wall here or something. Maybe I could just hardcode that. Since the positions is always the same, I've hard-coded the end. Yeah, let's just go ahead and add one. World dot set end. I forgot the logic. Not end, join. No, I need to. Okay, you're gonna be annoying to me. Literal, because I need to put a ending of the wall above and below to not let them escape. This is a closed unit. So ending row, yeah, so end position row, let's look at that. Needs to be +1, column doesn't change. Perfect. Now for the opening, if we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll put them all beside each other to be honest. That's gonna be not, so the row is -1. And the column is 1. Let's see if that keeps the elves in the cages. Well, that sounds really bad out loud. I'm not going to say that again. Oh, did something. 0 is not equaling 18. Okay, minutes. It would help if I incremented this number, don't you say? 17 is not equal to 18. I'm bad at math. I can fix that. Watch me fix math. How's math looking? Math looks great. Okay, part 1, folks. Let's see if we got it. Probably should get to the right folder at some point. Well, it's a big thinker. This will be the point where I guess we optimize right now. So I think there are multiple elves on one position. That's my hypothesis. We're gonna look right now. Now clock is on too. Let's just run it a few times, see if that happens. My theory is that it does. Yeah, we have two elves in the same position. Okay, so optimizing that, definitely going to be our first go-to. Congratulations, elves. You are now a set of strings. Again, I think this is going to outweigh the while elves dot size, the cost of stringification and stuff. RC, yep, all blizzards do your movie. For cost elf of elves, const RC equals elf split map. I know it's expensive. New elves dot add. Oh, where's your template literal? Get your template literal hat on. Oh yeah, you're set. Forgot. Oh, not those. Nope, not those. Okay, let's see if Copilot can help me here. Big thanks. Appreciate it. Elves equals new elves. Okay, strictly equal. It never ran. I have to add an elf. 0, 1. There you go. Off to the races with you. Ooh, look how faster that feels. Yeah, you're not going to make any progress. It's not that fast. Okay, we got the terminal running on it. Let's let it go. Time to look at the next optimizations. I think the number of elves is good enough. I could trim down the elves that aren't going the right direction, but I feel like there's a possibility that not going the right direction gets us there quicker. Oh, geez, I give it the wrong initial elf. I am lucky that thing outputted the correct answer. Well, I know that's not going to output the correct answer, so hit us with a restart. Get the bug screen up. Output's true. The heck does that mean? Where's the... Oh. Wow, you're so fast, because you did nothing. Oh, get back in there, you. Okay, so let's look at all these elves. I have two elves. 0, 1, 1, 1. Now, do I ever care about being in a position I've been before? I don't think I care. So if I've already been somewhere... Well, hold on. There's a timing aspect of it. So I could do some modulo operations. 262? Okay, that's a number. Not a big number. Okay, still top 1,000. He forgot his snacks. What a forgetful little elf. Request that you go back for his... The heck? And the way... Well, actually, all I have to do is invert it, right? So... okay, let's get a move on. Part 2. I think all I have to do is change the start and end, and then change the start and end again. Let's go for our first example. What's a lot of folding? Let's teleport there. There we go. So this one took 18, but now you're gonna take 50 something. Because you forgot your darn snacks. There you go, so take longer. But this logic is the same. So let's think about this through. So we start at 0, 1, we do the thing. Once we make it, though, we halt. Yeah, once we make it, we don't return. Instead, we break first. Now, what's first, you ask? It's this cool little label. So that's our first from us to them. Then we do this again. But where we're going is a different thing, because you are second. Now we're going to say elves equals... Well, hold on. Where did you end? So before you break, make sure L's equals a new set. Well, where are you currently at, though? Don't be shy. No, not like that. Need your current position. There you go. And then L's, yeah, we don't have to reinitialize 0 anymore. The only difference is that we're not going... Where's our destination? Yeah, Blizzard Sim is the same. Cannot cross... Wow, I've never seen this error before. Ain't that neat. Here's the thing. End changes. So, where do I set end? It's a const. Well, you're about to change that. So we do want old end for purposes. So once you make it to first, end gets updated. And then end gets reset back to this, I guess, for third. Yeah, replacing the code 3 times instead of writing a fancy loop with different targets. So your end, or where you need to go, is home. And the position of home is the initial thing. So 0, 1. So that is your ending position. Now this will take triple amount of time. This felt like it didn't even take much time at all. It should take literally the triple amount of time. So let's see. You're going to try to go to end. I mean, you're trying to run right now. I'm confident. -1 not equal to -54. Ah, it's because I need the third one, right? So second is here. And third, which is not breakable, so we don't need to call it third, is us return minutes. The difference is that we're setting our elf. When you break second, you need to update the elf. Why? Where'd that go? There it is. It didn't get copied over. Because now you are back home, what should be 0, 1. When you finally make it back to the end, which has been updated to the end coordinates, you should be happy. Let's give this a real run. As you can tell, Quokka is not enjoying this one. Oh, 785. That feels like triple. Boom! Hey, okay, I like this part too. It was not that much more difficult. You just had to wrangle the data. Oh, I didn't click that button. I didn't mean to click that button. That button. And that button. Yeah, basically the same for each. Nice, nice. There we go, folks. Okay, so a lot of brute force code there. Let's commit it and go for the optimize. Which is a lot of optimizing since I literally copied so much code. Bada boom. Bada bing. 11 that. Okay. So much optimizing. First is load world, I guess, or parse world. So parse world equals, gonna take a data string and do the thing. Rows and columns, I guess we need that information. Okay, you're literally copying from what I have written below, but that's suffice. Well, you did a little different here. No, you do your job. Oh, we want to return. Okay, this data split literally did not help. Yeah, we don't need this here. Do that elsewhere. So we want world. So const world equals parse world. We also want those two edges too. So const world equals parse world. Get rid of all of this. Put this down here. Bring this logic up into my parsing of the world. And return the freaking world while you're at it. Oh. End. That's awkward. I guess we do kind of want rows and columns in here. There we go. So rows. This is your coordinate. So I guess hold on. I actually gotta think this one through. It's how many rows you have that is already past the thing. Then for columns, that's one past. -2 to get back in line. So only a row goes down. For this one, it's, yeah. Okay, so right now I've hard-coded my entry and exit points. I can dynamicize them in a moment. Rows, columns, and world give us an object which we can destructure down here. Lovely. Take our visualize function and we'll kick it out for now. Our end position, yeah, we can use rows and columns to calculate this. So this is rows -1, columns -2. Yeah, and this is going to be something we're going to pass to a cool function, so we're not really going to define it here. And elves and minutes. Okay, so this is the fun part. We write another function. So, function minutes to end. 2 minutes to navigate. So this is going to be a world. I believe in you, Copilot. Okay, you're not going to do that. Boom! Wow. Okay, it did some thoughts there. Q shift. Oh, hell no. You're doing BFS, or you're doing actual Dijkstra. Appreciate it. Well, now I appreciate it. You finally did that, but no, we don't do that. We do this. I like that. Okay, so we're going to put start in here. Boop. And then we're going to traverse, traverse, traverse. I guess we need rows and columns. We don't need it, but we should include it. I do need it for some reason. I need to teleport to the other edge. Okay, so this could be dynamically done by just finding the next wall, but this is fine. World's clear. If you've reached the end, congratulations. Otherwise, -1. Classic have not found response. We're gonna say return minutes to navigate from 1-1, that's not true, to end. And this is true. Wow. Clipboard did not go there. So my current initial position is not the first row, it's the 0th row, first column. Let's see if solve 1 is still working by turning off solve 2. Where is it? There it is. Great thing about ifs, all you gotta do is delete the parentheses calling it, and it's off. No, it's not running right now. Oh, I think it finished. There it did. Bingo, bango. Solve 1 is doing its magic. Now I'm noticing a pattern here. How many times do I interact with world? I mean old world. Old world. Where's the old world? Right here. Okay, I do for entries, getting values, clearings. Okay, I use it a fair amount. I was thinking about wrapping in another object, but we don't want to do that. Let's update parse world. This will return a number, and a map from string to blizzard or wall. I can make this entire thing a type. So type world, thank you. Because I'm using this quite a bit. Which means I can drop that generic. 11 that. Now I can return this as an array, React style. And look at all these world definitions I am cleaning up. There we go. Now down here, instead of calling it and destructuring to an object, I can call it and spread into this function call. Why don't you like this? Oh, it's supposed to be a new map. Supposed to be a type world. That's awkward. Why don't you like this? Argument is not, oh, it's because it's row column world, and I have world row column. Easily fixable. Nope. Rows, oh, I needed that information. No. Okay, that's all I get for being fancy, I guess. I mean, it's true, I've already written it this way, so might as well. Good enough. Rose is not defined. Or we just Quokka. We're waiting for Quokka, never mind. And boom. It is working. Now, what? Well, we got part 2 to optimize, but we're not going there until we get this optimized, because minutes here can be put into a for loop. So for let m equals 0, elves.size m++. Look at all this logic that gets in here. All I gotta do is set m to initialize to 1 and use m instead of minutes. Bada boom, bada bing. That's looking good. Yeah, this is some good. It's a little messy right here, but we can fix that in a moment. And this is a little messy too. We're gonna hard code this into 4 directions, which doesn't feel like much, but with the scale that part 2 is using, it's definitely gonna help. So I make a new world, we set it. Do I need a new world? I need a new world, yeah. Now this logic I can see can be ternaried a little bit. Next, we can destructure this into NR and C. Wow, there's a lot of them around here. And NC. There we be going. Oh, the const. Let's fix that. This did just make this unternariable, but it's okay. If 1 go to 1, -1, again, very hard coded. I could put this into a dictionary of some kind. Teleports, something like that. Const teleports equals, I mean, technically is, well, it's not a string to string. It is an object where if you're, no, that's not how you go. It's also based on row and column. I can do that. Yeah, I can easily do this. Okay, I can see it right now. So if here, then, well, it's what value are you updating? Also changing. It's not that easy. As ugly as this is, might be the easiest way to do it. Why are we using old world when we have a new world? Oh, yeah, because we need to, that's right, that's supposed to be that way. Yeah, at the very most, we can drop these into these to clean up the readability. But yeah, so this ain't getting much cleaner as it is. And yeah, switch case wouldn't even help either. Huh. And it would really be the whole thing. So yeah, this is fine in my book. get new blizzards if new blizzards push to it. Now, when will it not be? Ah, if else. Okay, yeah. If you got an old one or push to a new one. Right. That seems fine. We're using the reference. There we go. We're clearing the world, updating the world, and for every elf, we're making our moves. Good. Yeah, we'll hard code this in a moment. I'm looking at blizzard velocity. Do blizzards need velocity? Are they... No, don't do that. Yeah, blizzards just are velocity. So instead of this object here, where we have velocity, we will flatten it down to just a bunch of tuples. Oh, got rid of the wrong one. There we there we go. Update the definition of this. Yep, don't need that extra information lying about. And with here, we can straight up be structured into VRBC. Straight up there. I guess you can put that back in here on VRBC. Okay, so the destructuring was not necessary. Actually, probably a waste of performance for creating new arrays, so let's not do that. Yeah, definitely not doing that. Beautiful. Yes, I do need these, so cost. Yeah, back to where this was. Bingo bango, we need that for all that math there. Then we're done with it and we can move on. Moving on up. Again, let's make this into our own thing. For const DRDC, there we go. The 4 coordinates, and don't forget 0, 0, because you cannot move. Completely valid option, which removes not only this looping, but this calculation of distance and a level of indentation, which everyone loves that. Therefore, world has the position. It's not used next. Again, I don't like this, so it's NRNC. 2 replacements for each. NC. There we go. And instead of end, we're going to use ER and EC. How do we do this? Oh yeah, we're doing it like this, right? Will typing handle? I think that's how typing will work. Yeah, beautiful. Nope, DR, and EC. It has a lot more expensive than this, so we'll just do the check first. Then instead of checking if you don't have, since it's straight up a continue, you check if you don't have, then add, otherwise move on. Okay, we can hard code this down to offsets, because that calculation is not free. There you go, or that generation is not free. Okay, loving that, loving this, loving all of this so far. Yeah, we kind of need to do that. World doesn't have, add it to the new world. Hold on, new elves. Yeah, that's right. If there's nothing in the way, then I add my new elves. Replace elves with new elves. I'm trying to think which is better. I think the replacement is better than a clear and pushing of all the elements. So we need new world, definitely there. That would be cool if instead of doing a bunch of sets, I copied over all the original walls, which would be, so it would be a lot less, it'd be a significant less. It'd be the perimeter number less changes. Or I can just set, well, These ones make it so I can't just set a min and max. Okay, I think of all things, this isn't that big a drop in the bucket, so we will leave that as so. With all that, it's time for part 2. So, const, not that's an ISO const. Rows, columns, world equals parse world, 11 that. Trim all of this out, and the visualize. And here comes the fun part. So we are return minutes to navigate with rows column from current to end plus and hold. Nope, we can't do that. Can we do that? Okay, so does it ever update the original world? Yes, I'm glad it does, which means we can continue again. We can literally use plus, yes. Oh no, back down. Plus minutes to navigate. Okay, we need to turn a word wrapping on. From the end to 0, 1. Well, numlock or thing got turned off again. Dang it, I'm pushing on the wrong 0, 1. Plus all the way back. No. Minutes to navigate. Not from 01 to 01, but from 01 to end, which I still have clipboarded right there. And this should do the magic that I hard-coded. Oh, I'm not hit backspace. Ah, I can't tell, because the iffy's turned off. Oh no. Let's at least make this readable. As readable as it can be. Think I can actually make it better? Yeah, look how readable. So readable, most readable. You can never see more readable code. From 0, 1 to this, from this to 0, 1, and wait, wow, that ran so fast. If only we were actually running the code. Okay, I'm feeling good about this one. Let's give it a real run on the terminal. Yeah, this can definitely be updated here to... Oh, look at this. Oh, we do not get this opportunity often. It's a switch case, or... it would be a switch case. Let's see how long this thing takes. But since the value is the only thing that's changing, I don't know. I don't want to do a 5 nested ternary. Oh, did it finish? 785. Nice. Let's give a time look on that, because that feels awfully long. Okay, so this is going to be car to value, which I can define up here. Car to value, and it's a cool dictionary. Thank you. Thank you. Big fan. Lovely. So instead of all of these, we just say world.set car to value like that. And I'm going to tell TypeScript to be cool. To be cool, TypeScript. Aren't you cool? Why aren't you cool, TypeScript? No index or string. You're not an as const. Don't be all picky about it. Okay, if I tell the world that it only has so many characters, it'll be cool. Oh, wait a minute. This is also only working for the ones in here. Right. So I need to get the value. And then if there's a value, there might not be because it's a dot. Can you just order 0? Okay, why are you being such a thing? Wow, 20 seconds. My brain, it felt so much longer in my brain, folks. Yeah, let's see what is up with this. Has an any type. String cannot be used to index. Well, say you're a record of strings, that'll be cool for you, but it'd be cool if I could be TypeScripty. So data is a string. That's true. If I told you you weren't a string, though, if data was an... How do I say TypeScript you're a string of these possibilities? TypeScript string of certain characters. I don't know if that's even doable, but I will try. Oh, here we go. We got something. Opaque type or nominal types. Pattern is useful for things where you don't want anyone to accidentally assign. Yes, cool. How the heck did you do this? Double underscore type K. Opaque means you're a thing and you have a type of K. Create hex code. Casting is needed. My brain. Yes, anything that is hex code is still technically a string. I like this. It's not what I wanted though. Oh, standard string error. Okay, how did you... Okay, this is not the idea I wanted to use. I just want to be all... because entries, right? Okay, if I do this... No, you're not cool. Well, it's double ass. Of course you're not cool with that. Weird. Okay, we're just gonna say you're a record of string to any. Be cool. Great, it works. Now we're just Quokka behind. Quokka Quokka, there we go. And this one hard-coded to close the doors. Okay, 11 this all so far. Move all of our breakpoints. Hey, there you go, pizza pizza. I mean, I'm pretty close to done for this one. Oh. Yeah, basically I am. Especially since we are not visualizing tonight. Oh no, failed to compile. Okay, give me a few minutes. Solution. Beautiful. There is the updated. I did some rebasing recently. Times. And the updated code. I believe show. Yep, 285 and the other one. Oh, those giant errors. Yeah, I mean, I think that's... I mean, it is Next.js, obviously, but for the most part, it's also been a fair amount of built-in React, because they're the ones who started with those giant error overlays. Pretty good, or at least they're the ones I was first introduced. I'm sure Angular or some other older old libraries did it too, but they're the ones who at least started at React World. But yeah, folks, we get one more problem, an easy problem, tomorrow for problem number 25. And that's it. That is the end of Advent of Code. Now, of course, I'm still going to be streaming of stuff. Not every day at midnight, of course. Probably going to be picking it up, maybe... No, I can't do the 31st. I'll find somewhere. Definitely when the new year kicks back up. We will get back to more project stuff and more... We will finish all these visualizations, but we'll jump back into a project like Troposaurus or such. Victory! Yeah! I heard it in my head, Instinct. It's broken. Been broken for a bit. eh, where is it? Oh, it's completely broken. Yeah, it didn't come through anywhere. But hey, I heard it. Don't worry. I redeem your points. You can buy it another time. But yeah, folks, that is the end of this stream. No visualization this time. So I will see you all tomorrow for the final advent of code. You snitched on yourself, Instinct. You snitched. We're gonna go over and raid Stew Square. They're pretty cool. Fellow admin of Coder. Raided us, I think, once or twice. So, see y'all tomorrow. Yeah, whoa, dude.